Welcome to the Lakeshow podcast presented by Jack in the Box. It's a weekly deep dive into the biggest stories and topics surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers, and boy, do we have some. I'm Allie Clifton, Mike Bresnahan, Chris McGee. How are we feeling, guys? Vibes are immaculate in here.
Vibes are good.
How are you doing over there, handsome?
He just had
Told you
some
the
people
vibes are
working
immaculate.
for him.
Listen.
Set the record straight before I tell everyone the truth.
Tell everyone your story.
No.
Our story is that you ignored Karina, our makeup artist, who had a certain outfit going on, and there was a bet that you would not notice. You walked right in and did not notice her look.
Okay.
She had her pants pulled way up.
What you wanted
Obnoxiously
to blame me for not noticing.
I didn't blame you. If you feel that way, then it's probably because I had to do my own touch-up today.
Yeah.
Because Geeter
You look
had
great.
someone on his working on his face makeup-wise. Someone working on his hair, and there was no
Listen.
one.
It was a twofer.
Listen, Prez, I walk in, Marissa, Karina, nobody else.
So
said,
I wasn't focused on.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Sit down in the chair. Let's go hair. Let's go.
Shoes and socks.
I wanted to.
It's
do a little
it's rare that room is empty and people are just waiting for you to walk in. It's nice.
4 minutes in and out of that chair.
Wow.
Allie walked in, grumpy, didn't say a word to us, didn't notice Karina, and left.
And now you have the audacity to say I was grumpy.
I mean,
How do you live with
They
three
were
women,
actually-
4 women?
Marissa was saying, as she walked in, she didn't hear it, that we were fake friends. Allie and I are fake work. We're work only friends.
just work friends.
Yeah, she says she doesn't like me
That would
outside
surprise
of-
me.
Yeah, she said she doesn't like that. Allie doesn't like me outside of work, which I thought was. I think Marissa was lying to me.
Can we get Marissa in here?
Oh, Marissa said I didn't like you outside of work.
Yeah.
We
As
should
you
get
walked in, that was the whole funniest
Marissa and
part.
Karina, I know you guys are watching and listening in the makeup
We
room.
need
You
you
should
in here.
probably jump right in here and
Yeah.
show us your
Defend
shoes and
yourselves.
socks that Geeter thought was clever and
Yeah.
cute and whatever, and tell the real story.
Yeah. Hey guys, Lakers season started.
So that's why we call Geeter handsome, because he gets
Yeah.
all the treatment and love. And guess who else is here? Brett and Nacho
Job,
for,
guys.
for their fans out there listening.
They got a lot of fans.
So
They are here.
Brett is actually hurt from his media day camera work.
By the way, did you
Yeah.
know what
Brett was all over the place.
what was Brett's role? What was Brett's role on Monday, and what was Nacho's
So
role?
Nacho was the jib operator at Media Day.
Yeah.
Okay, it was
That's a big camera that swings
That's
across.
a big deal. Yeah, the jib is a huge camera. That you work that thing back and forth.
Yep.
Brett's holding a how much would you say that thing weighs?
More than 8
pounds?
pounds.
That's it?
27 pounds. This camera. Yeah, he's 25-pound camera that he's running around with.
What's that camera called?
Well, it's the Roamer,
Whoa.
the Ronin or something. Yeah,
Yeah, the
Is it
Ronin.
The Ronin.
yeah.
yeah.
Nice, Geet.
I call it the Ronin Roamer.
I thought it was
Yeah.
the rodent.
Okay, and he's moving that thing around. You should see his pipes after the 4 hours.
Pipes, his
He went
calves.
home. Mama was happy. Wife was real happy.
Two
He had full. I mean, the gun show was out.
But then yesterday,
Yeah.
Geet, he complained of being hurt.
Yeah,
by
he's
it.
sore.
He's sore.
Back's hurt.
Yeah, he's
He's day to day right now. He's listed as questionable for Friday's game.
Hopefully you don't slide down the downfall, Brett. We need you.
By the way, you
need
could probably start for the Browns, though.
Oh, wow.
I'd take
That's
over to
not
Sean.
mine. Someone gave me that. I can't take full credit.
I would
That was a good
absolutely
one.
take him over to Sean right now.
Wow.
So that's Allie's team too. Your Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
We don't hear you really talk about the Browns though, Allie. You're not a big NFLer, are you?
No.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck in the makeup room doing my own touch-up. Having said all of this, here we are, Lakers day 2 of training camp. Like the vibes in here, very immaculate. They are vibing over there.
There's a DJ.
There is a DJ,
Yeah.
DJ Meal.
There's a DJ. The place is bumping.
Yeah, the place is bumping.
Yeah. JJ was
Literally.
asked about it
I
today.
will say this. I only went day 1. You guys went today, correct?
Day 1 and 2.
Day 1.
Both
Yeah,
days.
you guys are there both days.
All over.
Day 1.
We'll be there tomorrow. Are you going?
Absolutely not. No, I will tomorrow. I will tomorrow. Not. I won't go shoot around. Shoot arounds I don't do. I'll be at practice.
That's actually a good question.
Tomorrow might be more like a
Do
shoot
you think
around.
they'll
but go
have
ahead.
shoot-arounds this year?
I don't know. But I was
trend-
like, I walked into that thing. There was a lot going on
Sorry, go back to what
because
you were
everyone
saying.
was have games going on and little. This was after practice, but it was like everything was kind of like still. Some guys were shooting. Some guys were working on this. It was 4-on-4. It was pretty cool.
And then one corner of the facility is an actual DJ.
Yeah.
And so JJ Redick was asked about the DJ, and he said it was LeBron's idea. And I think he Allie, you're a little closer to me. he suggested that LeBron is the one paying for the DJ. Is that right?
No, he said that LeBron requested to have a DJ. He asked JJ, and JJ said sure. And then they're still trying to figure out. They want to know how long the DJ is going to be there. If he's going to be there all season long or not. And JJ said we're trying to still figure out who's going to foot the bill.
If you're the DJ, you're like, let this stick.
Yeah.
That's a lot of days.
Not just
of
training
work.
Camp. Yeah.
Shout out to our PR staff.
Yep.
We had a fun chat with them the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Meetings Mitch,
Yeah.
as I call him, because Mitch has 31 meetings every day. It's really unbelievable. I asked him to lunch.
What is he meeting about?
He's on the
31
party
meetings?
planning committee or something like that.
They've done a
It's-
fantastic job through Media Day and
Yeah. Yeah.
couple days of
Absolutely.
practice.
Lauren,
Yeah.
Tanisha,
Lauren,
whole crew?
Tanisha, they're working hard.
They're crushing it.
Chris McGee sounds like McGee, but there's
Yeah.
an N at the end. McGee. In fact, once I texted something, I dictated it to Siri to send to Chris McGee. It sent to him, so that was awkward.
Yeah.
But had to explain. I had to call Chris McGee in and say, "Yeah, that was meant for Chris McGee." Sorry.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, yeah. And but the PR people have been
They got
on
a good
it.
crew over there.
Yeah. I mean, they have meetings like every 5 minutes, so they're really
McGee.
well-oiled. Yeah.
He's a young, handsome kid.
Growing that hair out.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got some sweet lettuce.
Yeah.
He came
Lid
from the
is-
Patriots.
Lid is absolutely flowing, feathered and lethal right now.
Did you ever have the long, like Duran hair?
I had some longer, never like long this way, like on the shoulder, but longer on top with the
Like the new wave look?
very, very blonde back in the day.
Nice.
You
Hard
were
for you to-
blonde.
Yes.
It was
Yeah,
big
you know,
in
there's
the
a little
80s.
thing called Sun-In back in the day, in the 818.
Brett, you used Sun In?
A lot of beach time.
That one made Brett
This
laugh.
was the 80s and 90s, guys. We're talking long time ago.
Allie's too young for Sun-In, right?
No, I remember that,
Okay.
but I was like 4.
Yeah.
I asked Lauren if she knew the difference between us yet.
No, I think
she
she's
didn't?
good.
No, she did.
She's good.
But she didn't at one point?
No, she just laughed. So I was like, do you know, I walked up while they were talking.
Oh, yeah,
Super funny. She's like, I've been told. You know, she was like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
By the way, Lawrence South Bay. She's kind of by us.
She's awesome.
Yeah. Good hire. Good job, Lakers PR.
Any other
Shout out.
Shout out.
outside of the DJ, which is not what we had on our list going into training camp as to what we were looking forward to talking about. Outside of the DJ at practices,
He's the vibe setter.
yeah, vibe setter. I mean, think about it. If we walked into this building and there was a DJ,
Dude, DJ
this place would be
Trans.
rocking.
Yeah.
What about
Okay.
DJ Trainer, DJ Ice Tray, and Trans? What if they had like a what they battled?
We are surrounded by DJs.
This place would
We
be
got a lot of DJs in our
the hell?
that work here.
How have they never
Like DJs are like their side gigs.
how they never set up in the front by the Spectrum Networks signage when you walk in? It just surprises
That
us.
would be incredible.
We
If
walk
we
in
could
one
get
day,
on that.
you know?
Just one day we walk in and it's just in the lobby, just wiggy wiggy. It'd be unbelievable.
One day a week. Wouldn't that be awesome?
It'd be.
and one of
I
our
mean, once a month. It'd be
You know
awesome.
when we need it?
What?
Friday night non-game day shows.
Wow.
Ooh, I like
If
it.
we had a
I
DJ
like
up
it.
in here,
Food and a DJ.
food and a DJ.
I'm so. By the way, that'll
Who
get
do
people
we need
here.
to talk to?
What if
You want
like,
to talk about coming in on Friday?
Yeah.
First one here. Food and a DJ.
What if one of our bosses, AJ, is walks in from the Utah building with a group and he's given like a tour of the newsroom?
Yeah.
You'd
And
be
there's
very proud
DJ
of us.
Ice Tray there just pumping the tunes.
Yeah.
I'd-
Dude, even like
be
we could have
awesome.
a guest DJ, DJ Pink, Eric Pinkus.
he was at Media Day.
What song would you guys request? What would be at the top of your list?
Ooh.
I swear the Lakers started training camp this week.
Yeah. We should get into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't like when we mess around.
Who doesn't?
They. I don't know who they is. I totally made that up.
9-man rotation. The vibes are high. LeBron talking about no expectations. It sounds like in practice they've already had some Bronny moments, which was great. Austin saying he's feeling like he's in great shape. AD feels fantastic. I mean, where do we start? Where do we end? What
JJ said something funny to me on Media Day. We weren't on air. We were just chatting. Like, everyone's always so excited, me included. Like, I had a buddy who texted me today from, he lives up in Northern California. He's a huge Laker fan. He's from here. And he was like, how was Media Day? I'm like, it truly is such a great day. Everyone's in a good mood. And I always walk away saying, we're going to go 82-0. Like, it just feels great. Everyone's happy. JJ was like, he was laughing about it. Everyone always like, the vibes are great. I put on 25 pounds of muscle. This guy's been in the gym. It's like, it's everyone's Media Day is like, you know, you got to kind of let the dust settle and see what they really look like. But it's been fun.
Yeah.
It was a great Media Day. And
Even Portland and Utah think they're going 82-0
yeah,
after Media
well,
Day.
except for them. But I do think listen, new situations can sometimes bring extra excitement. Like if you've been with the coach for 8 years, it's a little different than year number 1. This is a veteran team, and then you have mix a little youth in there. So it seems probably pretty fresh, exciting. JJ's bringing that kind of a aura with him, I think. And the guys are really, at least from what they're saying to us, they're into it. Like they're into the system, they're into building this, they're the accountability, the detail, the attention to detail down to the minute. So
awesome.
They're saying the right things. That's all we can go off of. We're not in there yet. We haven't seen them play yet. So for all Laker fans, they're all, believe me, they're saying the right things.
Do you think Steve Kerr, going into year 10, would this be year 10 with Golden State, has a DJ at practice?
I bet. You know what?
I think he used to, right?
They were big music people because Luke brought music here.
Yeah.
And Steve, they got that from Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
So
Wait, wasn't there like White Guy Wednesdays?
they had all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I mean, listen,
couple players
you
or coaches
have
got
to
to
keep
choose.
it somewhat
They're Barry Manilow.
fresh. You
Yeah.
do, because there's always going to be a new piece here and there. You're going to have veteran guys who've been through it all the time. So you do have to, I think the great ones do find ways to, you know,
Keep it.
yeah, you know, whether it's, you know, a different location or guest speakers or the way you change things up, whatever, you know, themes and things like that. But bottom line, like, it's time to get into it, and guys are getting after it. And, you know, once the season starts, you're on your way. And I think the first week is always the more pomp and circumstance around it, right? Like flavor, you know.
JJ did us a favor. He said, here's a starting 5. So usually that's part of training camp, especially if there's.
Love it, right?
Yeah.
So
There's
we're
no
not like
surprise.
every day.
Right.
I mean, it took away our B block for sure for the next 3 weeks.
It's always fun. It does give us content for like 3 weeks to debate, you know, who should be the starting 3? You know, it's starting
But what
2.
if Vando was healthy?
Right.
But no, I'm saying, Bill Brez,
right,
would we
right.
be like, I don't know, would
JJ said he liked the size of Rui.
Yeah.
Rui's a big dude. He is definitely on the all airport team. You see that guy at the airport, you're like, he's in good shape, Allie. You know?
Yeah.
Damn. But a couple things I picked up on. First of all, you can still talk about who's going to be like the 9th and 10th man. You know, who's going to fill out that second 5? Is Dalton Connect going to get a run with the second unit? Yeah. JJ did say he wants to go 9 deep. So who's going to be that 9th guy? I mean, who's the 10th that
Brez,
gets
let's
aced
just
out?
say Brez, Christian Wood, well, we know he's not going to be ready. Let's say Vando isn't ready for that first week. We're hoping he's back.
Right.
So that to me, that, you know, who is that now? Gabe.
Yeah.
It's Max Christie and Gabe for sure.
Those are the shoe-ins.
It's Jackson Hayes for sure.
Yep, he's in.
There's your 8.
Yeah.
So Seawood, Vando, that would make 10.
Yeah.
Take those guys away.
Maybe Connect.
I think you're going to see a little Dalton Connect. I think Jalen Hood-Schifino, they're hinting at him maybe getting some minutes
hearing good
early
things
on.
about him so far.
Just depends on what they need that night, obviously. And then obviously guys aren't going to play every single night. But I'm saying if everyone's healthy, that's going to be a really interesting battle to me.
Yeah. And by the way, I was watching Hood-Schifino. So he got a little camp buzz the first day. Just after practice today, day 2, Allie, I don't think he missed a corner 3. Yeah. I mean, the practice is over. Players are in their little groups of 3 or 4 players. He nailed every corner 3 that I saw him take, which is impressive. I mean, it's...
You know, Brez, what's interesting is that we always, and this is what we do every year in every single draft, we see it already in football with quarterbacks, whether you took Caleb Williams or you took Daniels, and it's like Stroud and, you know, Bryce Young last year. Basketball last year was like, oh, Lakers, what they do with their pick and who went after Jaime Jaquez. And, you know, for me, it's like you can't really judge these
too soon
picks for a few years, right? Like, you know, because you don't know. Like, the Lakers didn't draft him to play last year and they had a veteran team. So obviously he didn't take advantage of any opportunities that he had, but like he's going to get stronger. He's going to get better if he puts in the time and he works. He's young. So like, I expect him to take a little bit of to look better this year and the next year even better. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah. And, you know, the other thing I was looking for, AD and LeBron coming off the Olympics. How are they? Are they fresh? Are they tired? I thought AD was really interesting today. And Allie, I think you got the first couple questions in for him. He's like, I feel fresh. I feel great. You know, I'm ready to go. Some guys aren't like that after they spend 5 weeks in a pretty high pressure situation. Like, you know, it's not talked about a lot, but if those guys do not come back with a gold medal, it's a travesty at the Olympics. I mean,
it's a whole different feel coming into this season.
So you never really talked about the pressure because they're favored. They were the overwhelming favorites.
Down 17, Brez, to Serbia.
Yeah, that was
interesting. He told us
us
on media day, like he's like, your text chain's like on the bench. We were freaking out.
Yeah.
Don't ever say that we don't get along out of here. We literally just said the same thing.
I know. Are we related? Should we do karate?
For what?
Movie Step Brothers when they realized.
Yeah, that segment lasted a solid week.
Oh, the Allie segment?
Yeah, I was that bad you all gave up. I agree with the AD thing, though.
Yeah. It's good to hear that he feels fresh.
I like that take. I think we always talk about the opposite, how tired they're going to be. Maybe that actually helped him get ready for the season and took a break, right? The Olympics, 6-8 weeks. 7 weeks.
I mean, Austin Reeves, a year ago, admittedly, he was like, it wore me out. And that wasn't even an Olympic year. That was World Championships year. Similar commitment, 5 weeks. You know, you got a couple tune-up games. You've got a training camp here in the States. And then you're gone for a few weeks. He did later say, kind of crushed me. But he's a younger guy than AD. He's so young in this NBA. I
always feel like AR, for him to play at his level, play 82 games is pretty incredible. Like, not a big guy.
Yeah.
He has physical player in terms of like driving to the rack a lot, facilitator, guarding the perimeter. Like, he's got a lot of bumps and bruises. Like he playing that full year deep into the playoffs, which he's never done before. Western Conference Finals, straight into Team USA. That was a lot for him, for sure.
That was year 2 for him, right?
Remember,
in the NBA?
Remember LeBron and AD were outdone in April. So at least they had a little break then.
Yeah, great call.
If you recall, I think for AR, there was no break.
Yeah.
Last year, so.
Yeah.
And on top of it, he told us he played more golf last summer, along with Team USA.
That was interesting. He told us that, Brett. He's like, I played a lot, but I didn't play nearly as much as I did last summer. Which means he was playing 18 holes, not 36.
No, right. He's really cut back.
Right.
What do you think
What
James
he tells
is playing?
60 of...
James is on hole 7 right now.
60 of 90 days he played this summer. All right. Wow. Well, day 2 of training camp is in the books, and you can just feel it. Well on their way to getting this season started. Can't wait to see, obviously. Game 1 of the preseason is already on Friday, which is wild to me. Does that seem quick?
Yes. This is the shortest training camp ever. It's going to be 3 days for the Lakers. I mean, 2 a day. I laugh. When I took over the beat 20-something years ago, it was at the LA Times. Training camp was like 5 solid days of 2-a-days.
Yeah, it used to be 2 days, right, Brez?
Yeah. And Phil, who took over a year, he came back a year after I got the beat. He gave him maybe 1 day off of 1-a-days, but I mean, the Players Union over the years has done a good job of shrinking training camps and also, in complete dialogue with the NBA, shrinking the preseason. Went from 8 games max to 6 games max. Some teams only play 3.
So some only play 3 and 4, huh?
Yeah, smaller market teams, smaller market, So
weird we don't play at home.
Yeah, it's all,
crazy.
There's supposed to be construction at the arena.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
There's supposed to be
Palm
renovations.
Springs, you also go out to,
Yeah, so
go
it's
out to
pretty close.
Vegas.
Except for the Milwaukee game.
Are they in Vegas for 2 or 1?
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Phoenix, at Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yeah. At Golden State.
Obviously.
No, they owe Milwaukee a road game because Milwaukee was here last year, I want to say. And Milwaukee, by the way, doing training camp.
Milwaukee's here too. Doc said we're not doing training camp in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they're at UC Irvine all week.
Yeah.
Hanging out in Newport Beach.
He's golfing.
I wonder. That makes sense.
100%. He's golfing at Pelican Hill probably after every single practice.
Yeah, smart man.
Yeah. And the Cavs, our team, Brett, they're down in Orlando, so they're in the
Did you see where the Nuggets were?
Abu Dhabi.
Oh, yeah.
Russ on the camel.
Warriors in Hawaii.
Clippers are in Hawaii. Are the Warriors in Hawaii?
Yeah, they go over there from time to time. Yep.
Clippers are in Hawaii, I thought I saw.
One of them is always North Shore.
Why are
One of
we
them is
here?
always
Because
Honolulu.
here's what I think.
Why are we
Here's
here?
what I think. The facility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When that facility was built, it was Luke's first year coaching. It wasn't ready yet. Luke took him to Santa Barbara.
Yeah, it was very nice.
I had the
hotel
arm in
we
a
stayed at.
sling.
Yeah.
You, me, B. Moore went to dinner.
Rob Jim, UC Santa Barbara.
Rob Jim. The next year on, it's been at training camp. I mean, it's been at
Here.
yeah. Kobe's final year, which was the year before Santa Barbara, they went to Hawaii one last time because they used to go to Hawaii every year back in the Dr. Bus days.
I will say, JJ made it a point today to just, when we were talking about the vibes and the DJ and this whole thing and how it was much different, they asked if he could have ever imagined his first year in the league having a DJ at training camp.
Yeah.
And he just went on and on just about how things have just changed.
And a barber.
Yeah.
Yep.
how he used
He's
to
fresh cut every day.
He goes,
Yeah.
we used to get out of practice and we'd have to go into the showers and we'd all be showering with 85-year-old men. And we just, he was just like, things have just changed. He was like, you come here, you got a DJ, you check out this facility. And he pointed out, just how
there's
nice.
a chef back there, right? I mean, they got stuff going on.
Yeah.
Allie, you never saw the setup at University of Hawaii. I mean, it was great to go out there for almost a week, probably 5 or 6 days. And Geeter and I were out there. Last time was 2018, 2016.
16.
Where is that at?
Honolulu. Yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah,
University
right there in
of
the
Hawaii.
heart of it. Yeah, University
Okay.
of Hawaii. State of the Village, Wine Village.
Yeah, yeah. And the gym the Lakers would practice in was not comparable at all to what they have now. I remember walking in there 20 years ago, and they had these giant fans like 4 feet tall in each corner of the court. And that was their air conditioning.
So it used to be
for the
called,
Lakers.
It was called Clum Gym. And they used to have the volleyball games there back when I was in college. It was before the Stan Sheriff Center was ever built, which is their
wow.
huge arena. And Clum Gym, the one you used to go to, Brez, was I forgot. That was the Lakers practice there.
Yeah.
Biggest pit of all time. Like you would dive on the floor for volleyball. Like you
Yeah.
come up and it would be absolutely like dirt.
So I actually think I practiced there in college. My
Clum
junior
Gym,
year.
small gym. Yeah.
Oh, so you are from
Yeah.
sure.
And then we played on the Big Island.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
But we went to Maui first and then Honolulu. And okay.
Have you guys been like the Wooden Center, like the men's gym at UCLA, stuff, or like North Gym at USC, all these old gyms? That's what Clum is, Gym. And that's where the Lakers would have it. Yeah, that's where they have it.
And why was there
What?
dirt
I
on the
forgot
floor?
you covered them then.
Yeah. And why was there dirt on the floor? Because they didn't have windows. They had like screens.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it
That
was
were always
filthy.
open. What was screened?
Yeah.
Holes in the wall.
Yeah.
So you could always hear the birds and
God, you've
hear
been
the
cl-
rain. And
so
so there,
wild.
there's like a little
I had a
layer
lot
of
of great memories from Clum
stuff
Gym.
on the court. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Could you imagine
I would
practicing
go back
or
to
doing
Clum Gym.
something?
It was
Really?
amazing.
Yeah,
It was so
it's
fun because
great.
like they would pack the house and it would always be great, fun match. And like they had these guys called the Bozos. They would dress up, big Hawaiian guys, and they would sit in the front row and they would know everything about you and they'd just be lighting you up and it was just super fun and like great atmosphere. But you'd be on the island for like a week but the fans are so great there. Like everything's on TV at all times. They know everyone in volleyball. So they're like, they put the lays on you, but they're always like inviting you into like restaurants and all that stuff and really taking care of you. They take care of all the visitors too. It's really cool.
Super
That's awesome.
hospitable. It was great out there. I miss it.
So obviously game 1 is on Friday. There's
Game
6 games in the preseason. Last thing before we go to break. It's kind of like the Bronny watch. Do we not think before we share this fun story from practice on the two of them that they will suit up together in preseason or no? Will we see them in a preseason game
I feel
together?
like we keep talking about it in the newsroom. I just can't believe I never thought about them playing together in the preseason. I kept focusing on the regular season. Yeah, I mean they're going to be. I mean if LeBron's going to play a couple games for sure, right? So I think it might happen.
You think
I don't
so?
know if it's at the same time, same game. How
Yeah,
about this?
not
I'm
the
going
same
with
time.
this. Same game, not at the same time.
You're the one who turned me on to that. Like, I think in a
When
podcast
was
a
that?
couple weeks
It was
ago.
like we're doing a podcast a week ago.
I
we
was
started
like,
talking
oh
about it,
yeah,
right?
absolutely not.
I know.
They will not have that
I
moment.
don't think they
be-
are either. I know. I don't
That
think
moment will not be in Milwaukee for the third
That's
preseason
right. That's
game.
what I think.
There is
Bress
no
is
way.
right.
And no chance it's in Phoenix. Sorry. That will be in a regular season game
at Crypto.
at Crypto. That's what I would put a lot of money on.
But they'll play in the same game, and obviously in a maybe not the same time though. But they'll be in the same game, right?
Yeah.
Like LeBron plays the first quarter
I could see that.
because he doesn't play more than the first quarter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're not going to have those
No, no,
guys doing alley oops together.
Yeah, we figured it out. We know. Brez put it on Twitter.
know.
against the Suns'
Go ahead.
third
Breaking
unit.
news: they will play in the same game, but never on the court at the same
Yep.
time in preseason. We figured it out
Wait
on
for
the
the real
podcast.
games.
Lakeshore
October
podcast starts
22nd
right now.
at the
Everyone
soonest.
is waiting for it, but AD did give us a little glimpse into just some fun interaction
Yeah.
between the two of them today at practice, which it's such a tease because you put in your head this like you imagine what he's throwing at
Yeah.
us. Mentioning that Bronny hit a 3 over Braun today in practice. And Braun went down. He said it with a smile on his face. AD did. Braun went down the other end, and he's like, I can't remember who it was, but he bullied someone to the rim, taking it out on them because his son hit a 3 on him. Bronny came back down, hit another 3
On AR, he thinks.
on Austin.
Yep.
Yeah, he believes. And then Braun went back, and he just said that you could just because a lot of it is we wondered how maybe this might rejuvenate or motivate Braun differently.
Yep.
And right there's kind of your answer. It only took until practice day 2.
Well, you know what the great thing about stories? It's like you can visualize it and get it in your head what it looks like.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to see video of it. Because
Yeah.
I don't know if it would live up to it. I want to believe that he hit a shot right in front of an outstretched LeBron.
He said they were all hyping
And
him
guys
up.
are going crazy, and then LeBron comes down and takes whoever, Jalen Hood-Schifino, right to the rack, dunks on his face, come right back down, hits another three. Guys are going crazy. LeBron comes down, takes, I don't know, poor who? You name it.
Gabe.
Yeah, Cam Reddish. Take it right to the rack.
There you go.
Dunk on his head. I don't know. That's how I want to believe it went, because
Yeah.
AD said a perfect scene. That was actually really cool of him to
share it with us.
share that with us.
Yep. That's awesome. Well,
I'm serious, and I asked JJ about it. I've talked, and AD said it to us on the set. Like, I'm like, the guys want it. Are we drawing up a play for like Bronny to get like some kind of backdoor lob on LeBron? Like they have to be scheming on how to have Bronny dunk on the.
well, here's the other thing is we're not going to actually see that action, which AD pointed out. He goes, what's going to be cool is that they're actually going to be on the same team, so they're not going to be scoring, dueling against each other. So we won't see what we actually saw or heard about in practice today. You know, which
that's
is,
what I mean. It's going to be
a whole nother
short-lived here. So we we have to have that moment.
All right, well, we shall see. Time will tell. Lakeshow fans, remember, you can be part of the show each week. Feel free to send us your questions and comments. We'd love to hear from you. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's around a bucket or brick. Welcome back to the Lakeshow podcast presented by Jack in the Box. If you're enjoying the show, you can check out more original podcasts from our Spectrum News journalists on the Spectrum News app. Just head to the podcast section to listen to the latest episodes. You can download the Spectrum News app on the App Store or Google Play. Time for Around a Bucket or Brick, presented by Jack in the Box. LeBron says he's got nothing left to prove. Everything else is just extra credit at this point. Bucket or brick, LeBron, nothing left to prove.
I'll go first because that answer surprised me a little bit. I think he interpreted it as it was an individual thing, you know? Does he want to break, does he want to score 4,000 more points and just completely obliterate the record? Does he want another first All-NBA team? I think he wants another title. I mean, there's no doubt, right? I really do think he was considering accolades, individual accolades, because the question kind of went slightly that way in my interpretation of it.
I think Brez is right. I think B. Moore is in my ear saying, I think he was saying brick as well, because everyone's always got something to prove. But I'm going to bucket it because I believe LeBron is saying exactly what you just said, Brez. Like, I don't have anything left. I've done it all.
Yeah.
I've won golds. I've won NBA championships. I've won MVPs. I got 40,000 points. I have every record. If I stop playing tomorrow, it's all good. So I think he's putting that out there. So I'm going to bucket it because I'm going to go with what LeBron said. But I like what Brez said.
As in prove and want are different. Of course he wants.
Brez brought up a good point.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good point.
Bucket or brick, LeBron and AD play in Friday's preseason opener versus Minnesota.
I asked you this in the newsroom, and you said brick.
Thanks for telling everyone our private conversations.
Well,
this is why we're not friends out of here.
It was either Friday or Sunday. They're not playing in both.
They're not playing both, right?
So it's Friday or Sunday. Both are in Palm Springs. Why are you? Who cares if you said brick? I'm going to bucket it.
Oh, well, or brick it.
That was the worst shot of my career. I'm going to brick it. They don't play Friday. Oh, actually, no, take it back. Watch this. Bucket, they play Friday. First game in Palm Springs. Probably going to be a lot of important people there. Sunday's football. They're going to want to watch football most of the time and show up to the middle.
I'm going to brick it. I'm going to go the opposite. They sit Friday and play Sunday, but I do like your mentality.
They are playing one of the games.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry for sharing your answer, Allie. We had to answer it.
See, this is why we can't be friends out of here, because I
Great
tell
point.
him a lot
Great
of private
point. That's why we're
information,
not.
and now
We
he's
are
just going to
not
go put a
friends.
mic
Everyone
in.
knows. Fake friends.
Fake friends. Bucket or brick.
Are
This
you out of
is
basketballs? You got one. Okay.
Missed a lot of shots.
airballing him. Bucket or brick. This is the year Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of
Brez,
the
you're
Year.
going to hate this answer. Can I go first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Because they won't let him win. They won't let him win. They never want to vote for him. He's got a different expectation on him than any other goof in the league.
Yeah.
All the other defensive guys, all they got to do is block shots, get a couple rebounds. AD's got to score 30 or in.
What if the Lakers win games? What if they're top four?
Now
Hell,
you're
what if they're
talking.
top
Then
five?
he can win it, but
Jeez.
a top five defensively is tough.
Yep.
If you're top five defensively and you're top four in the Western Conference,
Then he can win it.
He
then
should get
they
it.
need to figure it out.
He should get it.
But they're going to give it to Wemby this year.
Yep.
They're going to give it to who knows who.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I'm already upset. Brick can't win it, Brez.
Yeah,
They're not gonna
I
let
agree.
him. They're not going to let him, Brez.
No. Wemby,
Even he said it. His own coach didn't put him on the team, right? Didn't he put him on the All-NBA? He didn't put him on the All-Defense.
Yeah, and apparently they had a good talk about it.
They did.
Guys, this ball is flat.
Did someone ask that at the media day?
Did you smash this ball?
At his media day last week.
Yeah, it's going to be Wemby. He finished second in the voting last year as a rookie. San Antonio was terrible.
You guys are naming Wemby Defensive Player of the Year before the season even starts?
That's what
I'm just saying,
that's the way the vote's going to go.
They're going to love to put someone new
What if
in there.
he...
Yeah, it's you can already see the writing on the wall. They want to adorn.
Because we know the league, Allie. We
Yep,
know how
yep.
these people work.
I know the voters. I know the league. We are not voters, unfortunately.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't watch the games like
Brett,
we do.
Nacho, what do you guys think? Moving on.
All right, good job.
Blockbuster trade earlier this
Dialed in
week.
over there, aren't they?
Seriously.
Brett's on the waiver wire for his fantasy football league.
Buckets.
Blockbuster trade earlier this week sent Karl Anthony Towns to the Knicks and landed Minnesota Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. Bucket or brick, the Wolves move makes the West a little more wide open.
That's kind of crazy. What do you think, Brez?
Can you repeat
Is
the
it
question
asking
again?
if the West is going to be more easy to wide open as in anyone can win? Yeah. The West is crazy. Bucket. The West is nuts. Who won that trade, by the way? Knicks for sure?
See,
On paper?
I'm a little irritated about this. Yeah, I'm going to bucket it, but you know I had a little wins pool where you pick 3 teams.
Yeah.
And it's slotted. You can't just pick the best 3 teams in a league. And I actually took Minnesota. I was a little far down in the order. I was not a top 3 or 4 pick, and I took Minnesota. The next day, Allie, they do this trade. I'm like, uh-oh.
So you think it's worse?
I think it's slightly worse.
Yeah.
Although they need some bench help, and DiVincenzo is that guy, Allie. He had a really good year for the Knicks last year.
He had a phenomenal year for the Knicks.
Breakthrough year.
Is he
It
going
appears that they just want to unleash Ant.
Yeah, it's a salary
They feel
thing.
like it's a great move. I know there's salary too, but I'm just saying,
Julius
like,
likes
actually on the
Julius
court.
likes the ball too,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
right?
Yeah.
You think they're going to give the ball over?
I'm just saying Julius likes the ball. He's going to want the ball.
Yeah, God, what was the question I saw?
But
too?
I think bringing Julius into that situation versus Kat, who was established there, and then
Oh, I
trying
get it.
to, right?
I think
It's
it's
gonna
huge
take some
for the Knicks.
adjustment.
I think it's huge for the Knicks.
Is
Yeah.
Kat a Tibbs guy?
He coached him, didn't he? Minnesota.
So that's why I'm asking. Is
Gotta
he
be.
a Tibbs guy? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to sign off on that. Yeah, that's going to be really now a lot of pressure on Cat. He's from New Jersey. You know, that's pretty close. You know, he could kind
Were
of
the
hang
Nova
out.
guys bummed, Brez? Because they had their little Nova.
Yeah,
Jalen
probably.
Brunson said, Dante DiVincenzo was a groomsman in my wedding. I think you know how I feel about it.
Wow.
As in, like,
that?
we'll see. I think you
sad.
know how I feel
No,
about
yeah,
him.
yeah.
We'll see you down the line.
Yeah.
Or we'll see him down the line or whatever.
Nick's got a good bench too. I mean, they can afford to lose DiVincenzo. They got Josh Hart kind of cooling as a part-time starter, part-time reserve.
Where's
he's,
Mitchell Robinson going to go?
Just fart.
He's the second man off the bench, second unit center. He gets hurt a lot though. Can't really depend on him too much.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you guys want to say?
You may leave.
What?
You may leave. But we have a show. We have a show tonight.
Oh, you guys have to stay here?
Yeah.
Oh,
be here.
thanks to you all for listening to the Lake Show podcast presented by Jack
Happy
in
as
the
Allie
Box.
right
If
now.
you like what you hear, leave us a rating and review on your favorite podcast app. Send this pod to a Laker fan who believes the Lakers will definitely finish better than 11th in the West. Send it to all of them like ESPN projected. We want to hear from you. Send us your questions. Hit us up on X at Really Clifton at Geeter3 at Mike_Bresnahan. Until next week, Nacho and Brett say bye.
Louder. Can't even hear you guys.